Sustainable mobility is a concept that seeks a change from traditional transport involving motor vehicles, mainly public transportation, passenger cars, non-motorized vehicles, and even walking. Due to overpopulation, one of the biggest problems in big cities is chaotic traffic, which generates pollution and waste of time, among other consequences. In this regard, technology appears as an ally to make urban mobility considerably better, increasing sustainability and preventing the planet from suffering even more from the consequences of pollution, raising the quality of life and well-being of the city dwellers.
Hi, now I will talk a little bit about projects. Urban planning in general is rooted in the construction of urban roads for automotive locomotion. It's necessary to invest in bicycle lanes, more accessible sidewalks, and facilities for urban mobility. More robust projects such as the opening of tunnels for subway lines, construction of tracks for vehicles such as the VLT and other transport systems, such as the cable car, require engineering studies and technology and investments to turn these works into reality.
Even with the difficulty encountered by men, some projects for sustainable mobility have already been successful in your society, such as the Mobilidade for cyclists in São Paulo, electric vehicles, buses with a green roof, and not to mention the creation of fuel from recycling. Topic. In addition to Brazil, countries around the world seek to carry of projects to improve sustainable mobility. We highlight Norway, a country located in Northern Europe that has one of the best qualities of life in the world.
Among its projects is the neutralization of carbon emissions, making 100% of its cars electric by 2050. In addition, by 2030, the government intends to reduce emissions by 50%, making most public transport low emitters and zero emissions, and grow in the use of private cars. Mass transport, such as São Paulo subway, are looking for new technologies to significantly reduce energy consumption. The Carioca VLT is another example of a change that relies on renewable sources for its operation. Encouraging the use of shared bicycle is another proposal that enters into the notion of sustainable mobile. All these issues are in line with a less pollution, more economical, faster, and less stressful transport.
For society to be able to implement more sustainable mobility, changes and solutions are needed. As a first step, raising public awareness about this issue is essential both individually and for our society, causing more individual projects to be created every day. In addition, measuring the possibilities and putting more sustainable mobility projects into practice. An example is offering bicycles to society. In this way, every day our society becomes more sustainable and mature.
Mobility defines the human race. For millions of years, we have travelled the planet, settling one day, moving on the next. Transport modes have rapidly evolved, increasing in speed, autonomy, reliability. They make us go faster and farther every day. But mobility is not immune to the urgent challenges of this world. More people, more cars, a changing climate. The mobility choices of today will either lock us in congestion and pollution, or they will open the way for new possibilities. Access for all, efficiency, safety, and climate respect. Sustainable mobility for all is not a dream, but it requires a revolution. These four goals, mutually reinforcing, will enable people and goods to continue moving better and faster, improving the health, the environment, the lives of billions, and helping stabilize climate change. We see a future of efficient and accessible mass transit, buses that move people quickly through busy cities, trains that levitate, commuters in the air and on waterways. We see solar roadways, electric cars, cars that drive themselves, freight that moves on trains, on boats, in airships. We see real-time traffic communication, a rise in time-efficient movement. We see dedicated bike lanes, bike shares, walking paths, access to jobs, schools, markets, a transportation environment that works for everyone. We all have a stake in this future. We all need to play a role in making it happen. Transforming the world's mobility requires a vision, bold actions, a global coalition.